What's up, guys? This is the Rifleman, and I am back to bring you to the next episode of my Empire Total War Let's Play as Great Britain. So to pick up where we left off, we have effectively secured North America. We've got a couple of armies that belong to Louisiana to take out, and we are moving forces south ready to do that. But for the time being, it's not a huge priority. Instead, we're raising a new army in London, go and invade Lisbon to punish the Spanish for what they've been up to. And then I do want to take my navy, one of my navies, out to do some scouting. Because we do have a lot of trade zones that we could start raiding. We have a naval superiority. We want to make sure that we keep it. But my other... I think it's here. Yes, George Rook. Get George Rook into Liagain. Gane. We want to grow this fleet to be able to help defend part of the world without relying on my big heavy fleet. But no villages. There's no point putting a farm. Don't need to put a happiness building because they love me. Probably build an industrial building or maybe a magistrate to build as a bit of a balance between happiness and wealth. But let's hit N10. So we've got Spain on the way. They're continuing to move troops around by their territory, which is fine. Another opportunity if we take Lisbon is that we can use that to locally recruit troops to expand our position on the peninsula. So we could eventually take Madrid. Comanche? Yes. For now, let's make peace, because war with the Comanche is a long way away. So, Blackbeard has finally been killed. Tech advance. So we've got naval architecture advances. Gone on to mortar ship design, which I don't want. Puddling furnace gives us lots of upkeep cost reduction, and recruitment cost reduction, plus more wealth. Great. Gone on to seed planting drill. I don't think we need to worry about seed planting more. As far as our top growth is concerned, still pretty good. Well, we're at a point now where we're short of money rather than opportunities to spend it. Right. Let's go for card loom. Or I could take this as an opportunity to further invest in my... Although Dundee is industry. The agent that is there is an industrial. Plus one research, plus... Maybe military hospital? I've neglected this quite a lot. We conscript infantry tactics. We've got a lot of infantry, reducing the upkeep. Not so bothered about recruitment. Go for military hospital. No, that's the wrong one. Cambridge was mortar ship design. Not so bothered about increasing my costs yet until not bothered about researching grape shot. Watch perhaps. More movement range and plus one command is form naval administration. We don't really need unless we want to bump up our production. Okay, what we'd watch it is you see enter. Oh, you're yes. You on with the military hospital. We might get Dundee to speed through all of these. Okay, 15,000. How far are we off of one more unit to recruit? Grenadiers of the 2nd Regiment of Foot Guards is... Okay. They're relatively 2,500. That's upgrade. Cheap industry I'm after. Doesn't for a mine isn't bad, but it's still like the next tier up. It's not. Trading my concert buildings. Yeah, let's increase our cotton production. Probably Governor's Council building at Savannah because of the port here that's producing a good chunk of income. Great. We keep rolling out our new road up. Albany, let's get Governor's residence. Keep. Then let's build a magistrate here at Boston, just because you can build the warehouse at the end. You do get quite a nice buff towards your income and your happiness. Sorry, Spain, you're in trouble. Marathons have blockaded our tea production. See if we can auto-resolve our way out of that one. Brigs across the board. Yeah, we can do that.
They shall sleep with the fishes.
Single ship. I will take a brig into our service.
Set sail. Jump to it and look
Just
like...
because I can then send it to suicide running.
Prepare for battle.
Go and attack airports. Get a 4th-rate ship of the line for 2 Newtown. Churchill. You get a trade port. Move this unit up to garrison the Brunswick, Maine. Bayou craft workshop. Infrastructure. Got.
Make ready. Orders, Captain. Aye, sir. Ready and waiting. Fleet ready.
Anything more? Yes.
Full army with new model infantry.
March. Set sail. Sir. Ship shape.
Still quicker to land near Lisbon. Still unguarded. I'm not quite sure why they're reluctant to guard it. But take it. 9,000. Cuba's a good earner. Let's give Cuba road network. Nassau a better road network. Arms are cheaper. Territory, we get a good, reasonable number of towns. Okay, so we've upgraded. We've built 2 new farms, a new port, built a new mine, farms. Good. Now we're not recruiting. We've recruited the main army that we've got in. We're using to attack Lisbon. So our troop upkeep shouldn't be rapidly rising. And we might be able to get a few turns of actual income growth. Can't work out if they've actually tried to defend. Yeah, if they've tried to defend Lisbon or not. So hopefully we can just demand the surrender and build a garrison to help hold the territory. Oh, don't let them capture their brig back.
Withdraw.
Summon pirate. Speed Bonnet. I remember the guy from. Oh. You want to read it? Give it a pause. Marks in Florida. Craft Weaver there. Rates for Admiral and an evil chap. Admiral and a researcher, not Admiral and a Navy chap. Hopefully that's ideally the 70. Through the governor's residence. 7,000. So we probably want to make sure we're rolling out our road network. Doing that, so at Boston, let those in Albany, 2,000. Go the armory for. Actually, terrible idea. Got Lisbon to deal with. Got it. Oh, no garrison. So Gib.
Lifting siege.
Everything, but that's okay because it cost us nothing to take. Have university and they hate us. Rid of the university. Thanks. Can repair the port. So Lisbon will not yet be contributing to our economy, but it will soon. I think we might be. Well, once we've got Lisbon under our control, we can begin offensive operations against Madrid. Capture it, and hopefully. Well, when it comes to defending it, we'll give up any hope of holding these territories. We'll just hold the French at this bridge and this crossing here. Then our blockade fleet shift to blockading Bayou and Naples. Okay. Nothing on the horizon as far as tech's concerned. I may as well give Evora something to research. I don't know if that counts as a turn. I hit end turn, but I may as well progress it a little bit. Okay.
Awaiting further orders.
Must admit, that's one thing about this mod compared to Darth mod. Things do tend to have a slower outlook because everything takes longer to build. Everything takes longer to research. Money is slower to accumulate, at least in the early game. you do just take a bit more of a relaxed. Ooh, there's a. Prepare the Admirals. Go to church school. Promote English culture. Because right now it's passively, it's going down really slowly, and that'll impact our cultural unrest, which will impact our ability to advance out, put Spain under pressure. Okay. Austin. And I might go on a bit of a governor's chambers spending. You like the idea of eating or having a good civil infrastructure, Ali? Inland, we can wait. Inland can wait because we are still developing economy. Georgetown's going to pop in 5-10. Can. There aren't many things we can get. Upgrade the army encampment or research points per turn for military tech. A lot of time for this army to get into position. When it does, this army will probably move southwest. This fort move to attack Port de Charter, Upper Louisiana. Spain, all those armies you've got in near Amsterdam, none of them are useful to the growing threat on the peninsula unless you start marching them all. Santo Domingo, let's get a... I must have missed it. Yeah, I thought so. Everybody is currently neutral with us. Go West Africa. Tobacco plantation. What governor's structure? Port upgrade. Get Churchill's port upgrade. Coffee warehouse. That's level, which is good. I think I'm going to want to build Admiral's flagship and start to build a small trade fleet. Well, actually, come on. Yeah, I can build Indiaman. So when this ship's been built, we'll Indiaman to join. Large sugar plantation, and then probably grade industrial. At 26,000, we are getting to the point now where our economy is ramping up. Get even better once I can tax them. I can tax them, but again, I just can't leave the territory. But the whole here is still pretty good. While we're currently not at war and not needing to mass recruit troops, I do want to take advantage of that and make sure we are spending big on our economy where we can. I need to check my prestige actually, see how well we're doing with the rest of the world. Coordinate. Farm upgrade. Church gallbladder appears to actually not really have moved the needle that much. It's still +1. Well, I'll keep it just to add a bit of religious happiness. So hopefully when this gets to a certain point, we'll start getting positive religious bonuses. Listening. Because I know it's a low yield, but at least this is a top tier tobacco warehouse. So once we've got it, we better. Although actually, it's because we are now able to trade with. The port is no longer okay. Have a Prussian navy to defend it.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, our armies are in position, ready to move. I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, Louisiana don't have any allies except for the French. I think for the most part their strength is quite badly depleted from attrition. They've expanded too fast. Can't match their short. Can't move.
Setting up camp.
Arrived. This is the Rathers.
Ready. Underway. Aye, aye, Captain.
Rathers and Spanish.
Where to, Captain?
Probably this is going to be just. We've got 2 galleons. I do want them. I want those galleons. I don't want to lose any ships. Take those galleons, get them shipped somewhere to be reinforced. They can probably go back to England and join the impending trade fleet. Okay, let's... Galleon at the head of our main battle. Heavy frigate line. To be honest, probably Starlight. Our 4th and 5th rates of our heavy hitters. Already within range. Throw sail into the wind, annoyingly for these big ships. Have we already shot away the first mast? Yeah, we did. At least more ships get into the... Actually, Edgar. Turning, to be honest, I might just, because the weather gauge is so frustrating, play this at higher speed. Don't think they're going to turn into our trap. Make our galley, our forward line of frigates a firing chain. Fourth rating. Start being positions soon. Fourth rate. B. I don't think chains can keep firing round. Go. Hibernia's in position to start hitting this galleon in the stern. Really worried about what the Marathas can bring to bear at the moment. Coming up behind us, but they're all like, yeah, boat smoke. They're heavy. Yeah. This galleon at the back. Shape. with time compression arms, otherwise I think this is going to be very cut their fleet. So at that speed we are actually going more into the wind than we were before. Your stern's going to get raked, Edgar. Larboard battery. Fire. Side right. Small one, I'll take it. Break off a handful of these ships to go deal with these boat smugglers. Just move, get moving. Their port battery's good, but the starboard battery, the port battery's damaged, but the starboard battery is still in good nick. So Edgar's going to be in trouble. Guns. Fire a partial broadside just to see if we can upset them. guys start to shots incoming. Back up to full, because this is a way too long considering how important it is. Not very important. Basically just being a bit cheeky. What we're doing at the minute. You keep firing chain just because she's still got a couple of sails out. No firing round because she's causing trouble. You guys come up and around to go deal on. Rendered, excellent. Go back to the general. Give the ships orders to engage these individual ships. Roll down. Back at the front there. There goes one of the Maratha ships, they're already routing. Roll just real good go at these tiny little ships. What he's steamrolling in. Ah, these crafty little ships are out maneuvering us. Time being. Killed half of the crew on this ship. Destroyed no guns. One crewman on that ship. Destroyed no guns. I mean, canister shot might be the way to go for these ones, but canister shot is also muy terrible. I've turned on boarding off. Everybody here pivot. Outing. Rendered. Good. God, yeah, if we played that at full speed, that would probably have taken the entire episode, and it would have been just to capture 2 galleons, which is not quite what we do. Still, they removed a Maratha trade fleet from the field, and the Spanish ships that would have liked to have traded at that spot, but are no longer able to. The rest can all be cashed in.
Orders, Captain.
So the fleet minus the galleons can hold the spot, while the galleons go back to Europe to be repaired.
Still shipshape.
Fifth rate
Under
seahorse,
sail. Ship's orders, Captain.
medium and late. The upkeep is still cheap, like a regular Indiaman, but the firepower is a lot better because they got 58 guns. Agent was shot over. Bristol's got a top tier port. World Trade Company. Next, HMS Elephant. That's Regis Admiral, Mr. Ashcraft. Only 1,000 because suddenly added a whole bunch of extra slave production from all of these ships. So that's only going to be temporary. 9,000. Create another port. England. Okay, let's go. Raids go. Awesome. Then once this army's in position, the attack can begin. Louisiana. And in terms of our balance, tax is still heavily outnumbered by trade, which is fine because we've got an enormous navy to deal with it. But I would like more tax. Ministers are all really good, although there's about to be an election. Our prestige, I mean, the Marathas still have a stronger army than us. Nobody matches us. Our enlightenment is really high. Really, I do need to keep an eye on recruit a general. Even though it's easier to recruit infantry than a general staff, but let's start slowly building up another army. Probably do with ferrying some regiments of foot down here as well. But I think these regiments of foot still out 90, 35. Okay, there. Line infantry. Objective. Route. Bog standard regiments of foot to be shipped down to Gibraltar because
Your Majesty.
they are coming. But that's a lot of firepower in one area. And we Portuguese line cannon, shock troop, heavy cavalry. That's recruit all of our artillery here as well, and Portuguese militia, which aren't terrible. Garrison policing, but start recruiting some. At some point, this army needs to leave. Right now, too much unrest. The Portuguese want to remain Portuguese. Sweden's still doing really strong, but they're not pushing any further in Europe. I think a pigeon's just flown into one of my windows. Just heard the tomp. Got a bird feeder up some of my windows. Pigeons around there a lot. They're picking up the seeds off the floor, which is eating it. Good seed. Okay.
Underway.
First, 82nd, and 83rd Regiment.
Ship's orders received and understood.
Might recruit another batch. Very boring just to recruit, but we need. That's what we need out down. Moment. I'm tempted to recruit a battery of mortars because in Darth mod, mortars were absolutely tossed. Curious to see if that's still a thing. We all leave.
Anything more? Ready for order.
-3. I think a strong holding of militia might hold it.
Sir, your orders?
Go to a position where we provoke them to do battles. If not, we might be able.
Orders?
Yeah.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
8 Indiamen are here. Through another 2. May as well get a bunch. Then let's start recruiting another. To be honest, you could also become a trade. We're going to be holding till you know where you can. Galaxy Bubble. This is really funny. Extra history has a really good video on this that shows just how much of an absolute, pump and dumps on a new phenomenon. Okay, let's guess. Good. And it's 35. Right.
Waiting for orders.
Next turn, then we
Lord?
move right up to the closest you.
By the left.
Little bit of extra movement. This army here, they're bugged, so they can't move. They won't get involved in the battle. When I take the territory, they will deploy outside of the battle, outside of the territory immediately. But that's not a problem if you can potentially take out a faction, except that they will disappear. 2 tech advances. Got decisive firepower. Go on to explosive shells. Got rights of man. That gets national debt. I've missed a trick here. Rights of man get the modern unit. 1,000. Next term, I'm going to slowly start building some of those. Reform's going to keep up. So we need to keep an eye on our inn. It will impact our taxing. Or I could just preemptively. Yeah, we'll be okay. Okay. 1,000 a turn. Absolutely loads of cash. I want my trade fleet to be ready. So I can sell them over to that trade node, they can hold it, and I can bring my big fleet back for repairs, because right now they are vulnerable, because they are damaged. I mean, granted they're an enormous fleet, and we've not yet seen equivalent large fleet from our enemies. Doesn't mean they don't exist. Now we can see, well, I imagine the militia force in Lisbon will be enough. Works on store, and now they're fine. Order. Manor, governor's apartments, optic, government building. Or ships
Yes, Your Majesty.
going in for repairs for
Ship's orders, Captain.
going in for repairs, then you're joining this fleet.
Bristol fashion.
the port. Britain. Government buildings south, plus upgrade Mary's port. Not do that, because we now need to kick off our war.
We can't do that, sir.
Their only ally is France. We have no allies.
Get ready. What?
Much on this.
For battle. Your Majesty. Charge! Lord.
Get into.
Troops, forward!
Ideally, I want to hit.
Sound the call to
I
battle!
wanted to try get to the port, get to the territory, but I knew they weren't going to let us. But now, Valentin Murrell plus the City Watch are going to come out to try and prevent us from engaging. We want to make sure the artillery is probably the very last thing. Anything else we'll take, cavalry, infantry, whatever. Also the general's bodyguard, that's probably last. Very well, this is going to be late in the episode to do, and this is going to be our largest battle, I think, so far. But let's get it going. It's way too early to stop the episode, but it's going to be a longer episode. Where a goat can go, a man can go, and where a man can go, he can drag a gun. I get what you're saying, Bill, but you mean like a goat path or a sheer mountainside? Because goats can go up that, but you can't drag artillery up it. You're going to need a few guys with picks and shovels to make a bit of a track. And it's not about just getting the gun up there, it's getting the munition up there, the tools, the water, everything. Food and supplies for the gunners, people up there to protect the guns potentially. The mountains, you don't necessarily know where everybody is. Line of sight. Unless you've got scouts around. There's a lot more hanging on this, Mr. Artillery General. Oh, Jesus. The Lord continues to provide, because this is all, well, bits of it. Either way, this is it. This is one gun's going to push it up. That's another bit of. Might put another gun team right at the edge. These four infantry units, 2 gun teams. Another gun team. I don't quite know where they're going to go, but they are going to go. Or my cavalry to. I mean, this. I know this. You probably look at this and think, "Oh, this is really lame." You never see like enormous terrain features. No, this isn't as big as some we've had. You never see these sorts of terrain features in Darth mod. Never. So I really want to play on them. Drag my. I mean, I know they may well be too far away, and we have to send some people out to try and. Coming towards us. We're just rebalancing. Fair enough. All possible. I want to see if this will do. Oh, it will do enough. I mean, they would have been out of range, but they decided to advance. They're out of range of this battle. For now, let's move the infantry. Marines. Oh, they found a target. First, there we can. Poor souls. That is your target. That sucks. Really sucks. Focus on the cavalry principally. Because a few good hits are all it takes for them to run away. Third battery in position. Let's bring Maritime Regiment further back. Straight through. Yeah, let's work on the cavalry first. Like I say, just because they are the easier ones to rout. Want to see where their reinforcements come in. Just broken. Lost a lot of men. So when they go... And again, I'm going to speed up time just because... As awesome it is watching all these cavalry units get blown to pieces. A bit of time onto the engagement. Do anything too foolish. Begin their climb. Infantry's going to try the worst possible. Infantry is starting to fire, but they've got a bit of a defilade. Right up again. Ballsed up that cavalry. Frag out! Oh my god! Grenades stuck. I mean, suck is in good. Oh, there we go. So the reinforcements are coming in from different points now. Poor old colonial militia. Oh no, they're coming in from the same place. It just looks different. At least the cavalry's running into position though. All the general staff. Infantry charge down the hill. Kill that general. Kill him. Got him. You away from the infantry, get back up on top of that hill. Gunners. A round shot the 6th Regiment. Shattered. You men march back up the hill. Cavalry withdraw. Rest. Not get overcommitted. Those infantrymen are not coming back. You men advance forward just a little bit. Line, chase them off. All my generals over here. Sure, the general's down here to give me superior moral support. Fired by a nearby unit. Well, I was about to say advance backwards. We are probably going to need to advance forward to engage the enemy infantry, because otherwise they're going to take way too long to get over here. All the artillery at range can continue providing a round shot support. Cavalry once again showing its superiority in this period. Get off top of the hill. Charge the militia. A lot of routing figures, but we've got a lot of infantry to deal with first. They were routing from the artillery alone. There we go. Now we're starting to see the bulk of the enemy reinforcements come in. See. You men dash the last few yards. At this. Bring in the bombs. Not quite so devastating there, but a few more volleys coming in. Drag out. See? What point is all of your reinforcements? Guys are running around like, oh, we can get a sneaky flank here. Yeomanry just go, no. Hey, native tribesmen, how do you like men on horses? Here's you don't like them very much. To be honest, artillery might stop firing completely. Onto Pioneer Militia. Charging. Cavalry all powerful. British line, charge into the arquebusier. One of my regiments of horses now officially upset. Fair enough. And to take out this unit, this cavalry needs to withdraw. You guys really... Idiot. So many routing Louisianan troops. Yeah, I think that's the last of their reinforcements are on, so not very good times for Louisiana. All my grenadiers. Bayonet the arquebusier. Cavalry go after colonial militia. So they're massing their troops for the melee fight, and my general's here to keep an eye on things. And here come the grenadiers. The grenadiers on the flank are just going to be devastating. The complete Louisianan rout. Exceptional engagement there. Or let's open the road south towards the capital. Garrison will fall back as a result of their loss, meaning that, yeah, the city is open. And their only real strength is in the north, and that territory is about to be under siege imminently as well. A nice little expansion out west. So now we are on the borders with the Comanche again, who we've just made peace with. But for the most part, we can remain at peace with our native brethren to the west.
Not possible, sir.
Claim your victory.
Prepare for war.
Demand the surrender of the city. Very well. And tourism.
Undaunted.
Because we've already fought this engagement, we don't need to do it again.
Army.
Need to spend a lot of money. 1,000 on replenishment run. Happiness buildings.
Yes, my lord.
Ori, you got hammered in that last reinforcement, although we can replenish you good enough. That's okay. Get the port rebuilt, and let's get these. Get the matchlock militia unit forward,
Any further orders?
garrison it for our purposes.
Yes.
Next turn, George Wade can attack
Your Majesty.
Charter. Oh, let's hit enter. Spain once again, they want to get troops out west, but they can't. They want to get them aboard ship, and they realize they can't. They can't go that way. They might. I wonder if they have military access rights with the French, because they might not. That might explain why they're all just kind of stuck. That part of Europe. Great for us. The forces of Louisiana anticipate their doom and they march forward gleefully into our muskets. We're looking at the timer. I believe it's time to end the episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. More slaughter of these damn French colonials. Cheers, everyone.